It looks like Tranmere have found a gem in young Jake Cassidy. The striker on loan from Wolves had Stevenage heading for defeat inside the first 11 minutes. His first couldn't have been scruffier, but his second was much more pleasing on the eye. Yes, the marking may have been questionable, but the 19-year-old made the finish look easy. A huge blow to the Borough's promotion prospects. This latest setback leaves them 6 points adrift of the playoff positions. Lucas Akins secured Tranmere their biggest win of the season. He must be wishing that Ronnie Moore had returned to the club much sooner.
Last season, MK Dons finished 5th before losing to Peterborough in the playoffs. They seem destined to finish 5th again, having lost 2 of their last 3 games. They took the lead when Zumana Bakayoko brought down Daniel Powell, and Sean Williams' penalty went in off the inside of the post. In a game of 3 spot kicks, Tranmere had a chance to equalise when referee Simon Hooper penalised Gary McKenzie for a push on Robbie Weir. David Martin saved Jake Cassidy's kick. Ian Goodison failed to follow up decisively. The Dons took full advantage just before half-time. Stephen Gleeson given too much time and space before finishing from 8 yards. Williams then added his second, again from the penalty spot, after Charlie McDonald was hauled back by David Buchanan. And this time, he didn't need the help of the goal frame. The playoffs await for Carl Robinson and his team again.
While most of Merseyside decamped to Wembley, it was Walsall for the Tranmere faithful, and a lucky escape. Kevin Hurst unable to punish Rovers' mistake at the back. His anguish deepened after the break as Andy Robinson blasted Tranmere into the lead. Walsall had gone into the game knowing victory would put them in a strong position to secure their League One status. Instead, they remain a slender 3 points above the relegation zone. John Mackham blocked out by a resilient Rovers defence, and the Saddlers' disappointment was compounded in injury time as Lee Beaver's body check earned him a second booking once the ball was dead. Walsall still sweating in 19th spot.
A meeting of 2 teams floating around in mid-table. Tranmere had the edge by half-time, courtesy of a smart finish from John Welsh. The chance of a Hartlepool equaliser looked slim, given they'd only found the net 3 times in 9 previous outings. But Anthony Sweeney skipped his way through to level the scores with 20 minutes left. And when Ryan Noble raced clear, their 4-match winless streak looked destined to end. Owen Von Williams blocked off his route to goal, and after initially showing red to Ian Goodison, the keeper headed for an early shower. That paved the way for Andy Coughlin to make his bow in the Tranmere goal. Neil Austin almost made it a debut to forget for the replacement stopper, but the post spared his blushes.
Colchester and Tranmere served up 6 of League One's 44 goals on Saturday. The U's Ian Henderson set the tone for an entertaining contest after just 4 minutes. With 10th place the best either side could achieve this season, there wasn't an awful lot to play for. But try telling that to 20-year-old Tom Eastman, who celebrated his 3rd goal in 4 games with real vigour. Previously, the U's hadn't won in 11. 1 more would have been their worst run since 1989. 4 of the scorers in this game weren't even born then. Tranmere's James Wallace was one of them. But no sooner had Rovers' young gun put them back in it than an old hand shot them in the foot. Ian Goodison's own goal put Colchester 3-1 ahead. 19-year-old Jake Cassidy pulled another one back for Rovers. On loan from Wolves, he got the final touch to a shot by Lucas Akins. The scoring was completed by Colchester's Freddie Sears, a relative veteran at 22. The substitute's 2nd goal in 3 games ensured the U's at last returned to winning ways.
Tranmere's home form has kept up spirits at Prenton Park, and when Mark McChrystal headed in Andy Robinson's corner, they were on course for a 5th win in 6 games here. But it was their failure to clear a corner that handed Scunthorpe away back in. Gary Thompson with his second goal in as many games and a pirouette celebration to match. United might even have taken all 3 points had the marauding left-back Eddie Nolan managed to steer his effort beneath the crossbar.